The Republican presidential candidate and former U.S. President Donald Trump has gestured with a bloody face as multiple shots rang out during a campaign rally at the Butler Farm Show in Butler in Pennsylvania. Now, according to the Secret Service statement, the shooter was dead, one rally attendee was also killed, and 2 other spectators were injured. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has called the shooting an attempted assassination. The FBI has identified the 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks as the subject involved in this incident. The agency has deployed investigative agents, evidence response teams, as well as other personnel from across the country to further investigate.
This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. It's still an active crime scene. As I mentioned, we have a number of agents on scene. We also are working closely with other federal agencies, our state partners, and our local police partners as well.
The FBI says that the motive behind the shooting is not clear and it's being probed.
The FBI stands with the people of Butler County in western Pennsylvania. The FBI has deployed a number of our resources. We have intelligence analysts as well, working from our field office in Pittsburgh, working feverishly to attempt to identify the individual who did this and any motives behind why this was done.
Issuing a statement on Truth Social, Donald Trump said, and I quote, "I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all the law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person who was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America." Now, after the shootout at the former U.S. President Donald Trump, his campaign has issued a joint statement stating that the leader is doing well and that he looks forward to further campaigning. They clarified that Trump looks forward also to the 4-day convention in Wisconsin's Milwaukee. This is to nominate him also to serve as the 47th President of the United States. Now, U.S. President Joe Biden spoke with Donald Trump on Saturday following the shooting at the former president's rally in Pennsylvania. The White House has said Biden also spoke with the Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro and Butler Mayor Bob Dandoy. The U.S. President Joe Biden has condemned the shooting and addressing the nation, in fact, after that incident, Biden said that he has an opinion about whether the shooting at the former President Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania was an attempted assassination.
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to him shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this.
Now, leaders from multiple nations, they've expressed their shock at the incident. They've denounced the political violence and wished Trump a quick recovery. The spokesperson for the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned the shooting and called it an act of political violence. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris took to X and condemned the shooting at Donald Trump. She posted that violence such as this has no place in our nation. We must all condemn this abhorrent act and do our part to ensure that it does not lead to more violence. The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken posted, "I'm shocked and saddened by the shooting at former President Trump's rally and grateful that he is safe." As the POTUS has said, There is no place for political violence in America, and we must all condemn it. The former U.S. President Barack Obama also posted that there is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that the former President Donald Trump wasn't seriously hurt, and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. And the newly elected UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the incident on X. He said, and I quote, "I am appalled by the shocking scenes at President Trump's rally, and we send him and his family our best wishes. Political violence in any form has no place in our societies, and my thoughts are with all the victims of this attack." Well, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed deep condolences and, in fact, deep concern and grief following the incident at the former President Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. In a heartfelt statement on social media platform X, Prime Minister Modi conveyed his support and well wishes for Trump's recovery. On X, the PM Modi said, and I quote, "Deeply concerned by the attack on my friend, former President Donald Trump, strongly condemn the incident. Violence has no place in politics and democracies. Wish him a speedy recovery. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the deceased, those injured, and the American people," unquote. The shootout at Donald Trump at a rally has raised many questions on security, as the former president and the Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is protected primarily by the Secret Service. And in the moments after Trump was injured, he was quickly surrounded by Secret Service personnel who formed a human shield and whisked him away. Veteran of the Secret Service says that the agency aims to look at the incident with a fine-tooth comb.
You're going to see an after action take place here to look at exactly what happened here. What did the venue or the physicality of the venue play in this situation? And what could have been done, if anything, to have negated this issue? There may not be anything that could have been done, and this person was able to perform this nefarious activity without being detected by the Secret Service for some reason. Don't know the answer to that, but I can tell you the Secret Service, the FBI, and those local, state, and federal partners are going to be looking at this with a fine-tooth comb and being able to send out a message to all the details now to make sure that whatever happened here, there are no copycat situations moving along.